In the post-election analysis of 2024, one demographic shift redefined the map. Donald Trump secured a massive, unexpected margin among young Gen Z men. That surge wasn't built on television ads. It was the result of a deliberate, sustained effort to occupy long-form podcasts and live streams. The campaign sat for hours with figures like Aiden Ross, speaking directly to platforms and audiences that traditional political pundits have spent years ignoring. Executing that level of outreach required a specific kind of digital intuition, one that typically doesn't reside within a candidate's senior advisory staff. The strategy was being steered by an 18-year-old freshman at NYU, Barron Trump. By bypassing the standard political playbook, he connected his father to a digital ecosystem that had previously operated entirely outside the reach of the ballot box. Traditionally, children in the White House are kept at a distance from the mechanics of government. The Roosevelts, for example, raised 6 children in the executive mansion, but they were shielded as passive dependents. The Coolidge and Taft families maintained a similar standard. Their children were presented for formal portraits, but remained strictly isolated from the political operations of their fathers. When Barron Trump arrived in 2017, he was the first boy to reside in the White House since JFK Jr., and he initially mirrored that historical archetype. Melania Trump went to great lengths to keep her son apolitical, focusing his schedule on prep schools and the DC United Soccer Academy. During that first term, he was a silent presence, making his subsequent transition into a campaign operative entirely unexpected. That shift began at Mar-a-Lago. After 2020, the family's move to Florida removed Barron from the immediate scrutiny of the Washington press corps. In this environment, he came of age immersed in the manosphere, a digital circuit of podcasts and influencers that now drives a massive portion of online engagement. Out of the public eye, he began inviting internet businessmen and digital creators to the estate for private networking sessions. His network extended to highly controversial figures, including Andrew Tate, with whom he reportedly discussed legal narratives and the perceived motivations behind Tate's criminal trial in Romania. DeFi, or decentralized finance, is a blockchain system operating without traditional banks. Barron aggressively pushed his parents to engage with this space. He was eventually listed as the visionary for World Liberty Financial, a family-backed crypto project, moving him directly into corporate governance. He translated this fluency into a list of specific media targets for his father, identifying exactly which podcasts could act as a bridge to a disaffected voting bloc. Florida provided the perfect incubator for a different kind of political power, one built on digital connections rather than traditional lobbying. Following the 2024 victory, both Donald and Melania Trump publicly acknowledged that Barron's digital strategy was a central component of the win. But instead of taking a desk in the West Wing, Barron has focused on his own independent maneuvers while attending NYU's Stern School of Business. He has already co-founded a real estate capital firm and secured a directorship at the Salos Yerba Mate beverage company. Recently, his name was proposed for a seat on the board of directors at TikTok, following its transition to American ownership. He is simultaneously advising on presidential media strategy while positioning himself within high-level corporate boards. For this administration, the distance between the family and the campaign machinery has narrowed. In the modern White House, the most effective political translator isn't a consultant. He's a family member who understands the algorithm.